economic downturn or recession, inflation, de-dollarization, and the list goes on. Wars breaking out across the globe, the first war in Europe in over 60 years, 70 years. All of this has one relatively unspoken consequence for us as the citizenry of these various countries in Western civilization, the United States and in Europe. There's one outcome from this that nobody's really talking about. We're going to cover in this video, and I'm going to urgently cover in this video, and I'm going to give you a direct solution and why this solution fits. We're going to cover it in this video. This is JP from Blueprint for Prosperity. To all my pioneers out there, welcome back. To all my new viewers, welcome in. And we're going to get straight to it. So to be abundantly clear, there's some consequence that the media doesn't cover, and most financial pundits on YouTube are not speaking about, that most of us are missing when it comes to all of the economic and geopolitical tension and friction we're experiencing in our current time. And that is taxation, my friends. When you have the United States government and governments in developed countries around the world that are in a situation where they're trying to fight inflation, they're trying to stave off economic recession or downturn if they're not already stuck between the two. We have geopolitical consequences that are causing our military expenditures to go up, to get engaged in conflicts that we haven't seen before, or at least in a long time, and causing supply chain issues due to the countries that are in these conflicts not being able to export and import like they normally do, which ripples out through the global economy as well. We don't account for the fact that all of that puts more pressure on the government to collect more revenue to support its operation. When I tell you taxation is about to be a problem in the near future for most of us in the developed world, here in the United States and in Europe, and specifically, I'm going to focus in those two parts of the world. I'm telling you right now, these governments are going to have to make up for all of this pressure in some form or fashion or another. And if you think they're not going to squeeze it out of us, you've lost your mind. Taxation is the biggest threat to your financial future coming that nobody's really talking about. So how do you prepare and defend yourself against this coming threat? You have to start a legitimate business, especially here in the United States. I cannot speak as much for Europe. I can tell you here in the United States, the tax code is a treasure map. I have said that on this channel a dozen times. I'm going to say it a dozen more times. The tax code in the United States is a treasure map. It tells you exactly how you need to participate in the economy to get the least taxation and be rewarded the most by the government. The government is going to see you as an asset, and they're going to stay out of your pockets the most if you position yourself properly. How do you do that? By owning a business, a legitimate business, and by being an investor. Those are the two major ways that the United States tax code will buffer you from the incoming massive taxation that is highly likely to find its way into our economy in the coming future. It may not be bluntly put through on your income taxes, but somewhere in the system, we will be taxed to compensate for all of these financial and geopolitical struggles. You need to start a legitimate business ASAP and get quality funding for that business, because a lot of tax benefits come with leverage. Not you using your own cash, but using leverage, because the government wants you to borrow, because our economy is credit dependent, it's credit driven. So they want you to borrow money. And in order for you to launch and grow your successful business, you should be using leverage anyway. So you need to get quality business funding by having strong financials, great credit, great banking relationships, and you need to start and stabilize a very strong business. It does not need to be a big business. It just needs to be a legitimate, solid business. I've already shot a lot of content around how to start businesses, how to fund them. I'm all about that on this channel, and I'm going to shoot more content around it. But I'm telling you right now, you need to start a legitimate business. You need to find out what your skill sets are, what you can contribute to the marketplace. You need to keep your W-2 job if you have one and get that business stabilized using that W-2 job and that stable income. You need to get your credit in pristine shape, your credit report thick and robust, and you need to get yourself strong banking relationships where banks are going to be rolling over trying to give you money and to fund that business. the next thing you need to do is take the money from that business after you take care of your living expenses and that business's expenses and become an avid investor. Ideally, stuff like real estate is great. Other stuff that is related to energy efficiency or, going green. If you can start an EV charging business or get into solar panel, whatever the case may be, you need to be a business owner and an investor. Real estate is always a great place, especially for tax incentives. But I'm telling you right now, the federal government will be forced to shove this down our throat in the coming future. It's too much going on at one time economically and geopolitically for them to come up with this money on their own. They have to constantly print money in the system. They have to constantly support a growing welfare state. They have to constantly support geopolitical wars and conflicts around the globe. Some we do know about, some we don't. There's too much going on. They're fighting inflation. They're doing more spending packages. They're working on the infrastructure. Too much going on at one time for the federal government to take its existing revenue that is already in the hole over, by the way. There's more debt out there than money being brought in by our government. We're already in the hole and we're growing our expenditures. The government is going to squeeze it out of us, especially if you're working class or middle class. You're going to get it the worst. The people down at the bottom that are the least fortunate are going to get the welfare. The people at the top are rich enough to avoid getting taxed. It's going to come from you right in the middle. Us, the working class, the middle class, the corporate exec, we're going to be the ones to get it. Blue collar and working class white collar are going to get pinched. Start a business. Don't need to quit your job. Gonna shoot a video about that very soon as well. How to go about doing that and why to go about doing that. But I'm telling you right now, urgently, you need to get ready. And in coming years, I'm telling you right now, we're gonna get taxed in various ways. It's coming. Get a business going, get fair tax expenditures. Don't deplete your income trying to write everything off because that's gonna shoot you in the foot. But you need to get assets, things that you can depreciate. Work with your CPA and your tax advisor to show as much income while paying the least in taxes. That game exists. You need to find out how to do that, what financial tools you need, get your strong banking relationships, get your CPA and your tax people on the payroll and get ready to roll, get your business off the ground and start investing in excess capital ASAP. Because I'm telling you right now, it's gonna get hard out there. And those of us that need but more modernized societies, the way our economies are set up, there's no way for our governments to handle everything they're handling without increasing taxes. So I wanted to bring this to you urgently because you're running out of time. We all are running out of time. Find your skill set, find a place in the marketplace you can add value sustainably, keep your W-2 in the process, and elevate yourself by starting a legitimate business, starting to invest, even incrementally, whatever it takes. Put yourself in position, protect yourself, protect your financial future, and protect your family. To all my pioneers out there, thank you for tuning in. To all my new viewers, thank you for coming in and taking a look. We enjoyed having you. Comment down below, like the video, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your strategy now that I put this on your mind. Let me know where you're going in your business direction, what questions you have on getting yourself situated business-wise. I will do my best to answer and give guidance in the comment section below. Other than that, thank y'all for tuning in. You can support this channel in the description below with a few links that I have with some of my top lenders currently that I am currently working with and using. You can use those referral links down below to directly support this channel in a win-win scenario because you're going to get great welcome bonuses for doing so. Typically more attractive offers than you would get directly applying on your own. Do your own research. I want you to do what's best for you. But if you're looking to support this channel for great content, then I want you to go down in the description below. Use those links below. You don't have to spend a dime. It's a win-win for you, for me, for everybody. So I can continue to keep supporting you with quality content. Other than that, to all my pioneers out there, I want you to stay focused, stay in motion. I'll see y'all soon.
This is JP from Blueprint for Prosperity Network, a channel dedicated to helping you increase your net worth through relationship banking, maximizing your borrowing capacity, the proper use of life insurance, and the ownership of real estate. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'm uploading content on a daily basis to help you customize your blueprint for prosperity.